everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing really well. I am back from a wonderful holiday and today is a video that I am so excited for. Today is going to be my first collab, if you like, with another YouTuber. I messaged Rebecca on Instagram a few months ago now, and we were, we followed each other on Instagram, followed each other's YouTubes, we have done for a while, and I just think she's just amazing. I love her content. She's just the most amazing lady. She's so nice, and I was like, yes, that is the kind of person that I'd love to get to know better as much as anything else. So thank you very much for selfishly fulfilling my need for friendship. Does that sound too desperate? I don't know. But what we've done is we have each put together a little surprise goodie box for the other. So if you would like to see what I got for Rebecca, then pop over to her channel. I'll have her link down in the description bar and check that out, because yeah, I think it was quite a nice box. She might not, she might hate everything, I don't know. I haven't seen her video yet. We're releasing these at exactly the same time, so neither of us have seen the other's video. So she might hate everything. So yeah, go over to her channel to see how well I did. So here is the box in question, and I haven't even opened this, okay? I have had this on my desk for a few days and I haven't even opened it. So let's get she put in chocolate. It's pre 8 AM when I'm filming this. Oh well. Thank you for suggesting the box swap. I have tried to keep all products cruelty free. Favourite mascara is Maybelline, so I've left that out. Speak soon, Becca. Amazing! And then she's just detailed all the products that are in here on the inside. This is so exciting. This feels like my birthday. Oh, she's wrapped it all up in tissue paper. I don't think I packaged hers this nicely. Sorry Becca. So I'll go through these in order of how I would first apply my makeup. So the first thing I've got in here is this little Kiko Milano Holiday Gems Gorgeous Eyeshadow Palette. And I mean, look at the packaging on this bad boy. That is stunning. So I've actually never tried any Kiko products. I don't really know why, I just never... okay, we all know I'm a sucker for packaging, we all know, but this is beautiful. Is that not the absolute neutral eyeshadow of dreams? It's got this very nice little, try not to blind you, but it's got this very nice little mirror in it as well, which is a really good mirror. So okay, I am excited. What I'll do is I'll kind of unpackage things as I go and as I use them. So I actually forgot my brushes, so BRB. Okay, so these don't have any shade names on them. No, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I'm gonna go for this sort of taupey kind of shade first, just because, like I said, we all know how much I love a barely there colour as the first one to go down. Now, I actually have a wedding gig this afternoon, so I'm playing in a string quartet for somebody's wedding. So this will be my look for that. So Rebecca, if I look terrible at work, it's your fault. But it's more pigmented than I was expecting, actually. This is lovely. Kiko. All right, maybe I'll have to try more of their products. Honestly, for an everyday, I would just put that on mascara and walk out the door. Like, that is beautiful, but there's quite a lot of kick up. For the colour payoff you get, I don't mind, but just if you're thinking of trying this palette. I think for my topper shade, I'm going to go for this, look at it in the camera, this one looks beautiful. I think I'm going to go for the lighter gold, just for the sake of, I think this will go better with the jewellery that I'm planning on wearing. For, this is the thing, when you're playing somebody's wedding, you have to kind of look, you have to kind of get dressed. Obviously you have to get dressed. You know what I mean? You have to, put your jewellery on, make yourself look nice. So I'm going to go for this quite cool toned brown on the edge. Sorry, I should have read Rebecca's reason for picking this. So Kiko eyeshadow palette. Mix of warm and cool tones. True. I like the formulation and handy size. It is, honestly. This packaging is so satisfying. And the size of the pans inside the packaging is really good. Like, this is quite, you know, when eyeshadow palettes are a bit more of an interesting shape, often I find that just it's all packaging, and then you open it and there's like 3 tiny eyeshadows inside, which may have happened actually with the eyeshadow palette I gave to Rebecca. So apologies if that is the case, but I just absolutely, you know, I'm really impressed with this. Now I'm going in with a very, I mean, I'm literally like dabbing my brush in, because I'm just going in with a very light hand, because I don't want to put too much on and then have to try and fix it, because genuinely don't have time for that today. Okay, already. I like the formulation of that a lot. So for the topper shade, I'm gonna use my finger straight away. Look at that. Oh, I'm having so much fun. Just a little bit of added sparkle. Oh, that's lovely. It's got just that perfect amount of buildability where if you wanted to create quite an opaque gold eyeshadow look with this, absolutely could do. Just before I finish, I'm just going to grab a little bit more of that taupey shade on the edge and just re-blend out just that edge. I often do this with eyeshadow looks, just because I do bring up the eyeshadow really quite high, just because of the shape of my eyes. I just think it works so much better, and really opens them up, because they are quite hooded. And, well, not so much hooded, but they're very deep set, so I find bringing my eyeshadow up a little bit just kind of opens my eye. Could all be in my head, I don't know, but that's what I think. First thing is absolute hit. I love this, and I'm going to have to find some way of displaying it because it's so beautiful. So she has also given me a collection fast stroke eyeliner, and she says, I love a brown eyeliner and this is one of my faves. Okay, so this is a liquid liner from what I can see. Now, I actually have never used brown liquid liner. For somebody who loves a brown liner, I couldn't find, you know, I couldn't find one. They're everywhere. I found one right now. I've just never used them. Okay, first thing I'm noticing, wipe off the excess. Before you apply it to your eye. I just applied way too much. That's on first application without any touch-ups. I've gone a bit thick on this one just because I put down way too much product, which was my bad. I really like the colour. The colour's gorgeous. It's just a very neutral brown. I think this would go very well with warm eyeshadow, as well as, I mean, I've kind of got a mix of cool and warm on my eyes, to be honest. Some people might object to, but I don't mind. Next up, we have the collection in Credi-Brow. This is my everyday brow product. I have included 2 shades for you to try. Oh, bless you, thank you. Okay, so we've got brunette and we've got blonde. So that's the brunette one at the top and the blonde one at the bottom. I think because, you know, I like a dark brow. We know this. I say this every single video. I'm gonna try the brunette one first. It is slightly falling out of its packaging, so we'll see how we go. Just gonna grab my spoolie just to give it a little brush through and just disperse the product. But I love that colour. When I have my hair slightly lighter, I think that blonde one is going to be perfect. So thank you, because I am getting my hair done in a few weeks. But for now, that colour is lovely. And so when I put it on, I was a little bit like, oh, is it just kind of sitting on top of the brows and kind of sticking them down with product, if you know what I mean? But as soon as you brush it through with the spoolie, it just disperses and blends. And that was one of the easiest brows I've ever done. Which reminds me, the brow product I talked about in my last video, worst thing I've ever used, do not buy it. Go back and check out that video if you want to know what it was. Awful, honestly. Ugh. I'm still recovering from the trauma. That was the easiest brow I think I have ever done. Wow. Well, thank you, Becca, because that is now one of my new favourite eyebrow products as well. And this will be perfect later on, so thank you. Okay, so next I am going to do mascara, and I was so excited when I just saw this because this is the e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara Hourglass Brush. Now, we all know that I do not have the, I've not had the smoothest journey with e.l.f. mascaras. I love e.l.f. makeup as a whole, but the last mascara I tried from them, everyone was like, it's amazing, it's the best mascara ever, and I was like, I hate it. Anyway, but I've been really wanting to try this one because of the hourglass shaped brush. Now, one of my favourite mascaras of all time is the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced, and that has this hourglass shaped wand. And so as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, because a lot of people say, you know, the formulation is, you know, it is what it is, it's not a massive deal, but it's the brush that makes a massive difference. So I'm excited, plus I love the purple. So I'm very, very excited to give this a go. Now, I will say this now because it's probably something I'll be like, oh, no. Mascara takes a few days to like dry out and bed in. So maybe I should have opened this package before and just like dipped it in a bit. But it's always nice to get a first impression. Yeah, there you go. See, a massive hourglass shape. I love that. Also, this palette is just so useful and it's one of my favourite things I own now. So, okay, so that's one coat on each eye, and it is really nice. It's giving me a really like fluttery kind of a lash. It's not. So this is my eternal-ish like thing with mascaras. You seem to either be able to have volume or flutteriness, and I'm like, I want both though. Is that too much to ask? Aha, you can build it up. There we go. That's much more what I want from a mascara. Okay, so this is a 2 coats jobby. That's fine. There we go. That's much better. Well, obviously we'll have to see how it wears. Does it flake or smudge? Because if it does, then I should be having words. I will put whether it does or not in the description bar, so check that out. But on first impression, I like it a lot more than the last one. Okay, so this is seriously amazing. She's given me 2 blushes and then 2 lipsticks and said which ones she thinks will go with which. That's so nice. Okay, so first off we have one of the e.l.f. Bite Size Face Duo little palettes, and this is the shade Pomegranate, and it's this lovely kind of pinky shade with a gold highlight on the end. And then she says this will go with the e.l.f. lipstick, which is in the satin finish in the shade Rosetto. And then my other options, which are my peachy options, which I think are the ones I'm going to go for because I'm really excited to try out this liquid blush. And it's by B Beauty, which is Superdrug's own brand. I spoke about them in my last video. Really, really cool, really affordable, good quality products. Love it. And this is just liquid blush. I can't say liquid blush today. And it's in the shade Apricot. And to pair with that, she has given me in the satin finish again. Oh, this also says Rosetto. Wait, what's the shade? My bad. Okay, the first one was called Taffy. So the pinky one's called Taffy, and then this one is called Nectar, and it's just more of a peachy kind of a brownie nude. So I think I'm gonna go for, where's it gone? Let's just put these 2 together because, like I said, I'm really excited to try this liquid blush. I also put a liquid blush in Rebecca's package, so have a look at that, because there's something which I was always too scared to try for a really, really long time. I don't know why, because I was like, this will really, you know, suit your style of makeup and all this, and I just never did it. Anyway, so let's see how we go. Put a few dots. I may have put too much on this side. Then again, actually, whenever I put on blush to the level that I like it in person, it never comes across on camera. So to be honest, it might be a little bit better if I put on a bit more than I normally would. Okay, yeah, I've definitely put on too much because it's just not blending in. So let's transfer a bit over to this side. Okay, so I've definitely just put on way too much, so I'm just going to get a tissue and just dab a little bit of it off, just because it's trying to blend out too far, and I don't want it to go too far down. But what a gorgeous shade. I love it because it just looks, it's like a mix between a blush and a bronzer, and I love that because I often just put bronzer on like as blush because I really like that more kind of sun-kissed look, and I find my cheeks kind of flush fairly naturally anyway, and I don't want to encourage them too much. But that is really beautiful. With that one, don't use too much. Light hand, but I love the shade of that. Like I say, it probably isn't translating as much on camera, but in person, it is just a really subtle but beautiful little kind of warmth to the skin. I love that. That is gorgeous. That is right up my alley. And then for powder, which you can see I need after my skincare this morning, I've got the Collection Lasting Perfection Sheer Loose powder. Now, Collection is a brand that I'm a big fan of. We know this already, and there's some Collection products we've already tried. They're super affordable but good quality. They don't, you know, it's not the best quality generally. I mean, this maybe, I don't know, but it's generally not the best quality you'll ever find. Of course, you know, it isn't very expensive, but for what you pay, they do the best. Like, they do the best they possibly could for that price. You really feel that. Whereas some, you know, more affordable, sorry, I'm trying to get this thing off. More affordable makeup, you know, it feels like it, and you're kind of like, oh, you don't really care about the consumer here, do you? Whereas I feel like Collection do. Got my favourite powder brush, and this is just a Beauty Bay one. What does she say about it? I like translucent setting powder, and if I'm going to an event, so thought this might be good for the wedding / events you play at. Perfect. Literally where I'm going today. Oh, this is nice. It has a really lovely, like, blurring effect on the skin. Try not to get it over the blush too much. So I'm definitely a powder in the areas that I feel like I need it rather than my whole face kind of gal. Look, you can see how that's just, it still left me with a bit of, I mean, that's from, you know, you can see where the blush is, but it's left me with a little bit of a glow, but nowhere near as shiny as I was before. Oh, lovely. I would say, although it is translucent, it does have a tiny bit of pigment to it. So if you have darker skin than I do, I don't know if this would work for you. So that's just, you know, a little point maybe for Collection to think about. But I mean, this may come in more colours. I don't know. But that's the only criticism I have of it, is that if you were darker skinned, then I'm not sure this would work. But I hope they have it in other colours for you, because that is so lovely. You literally can't see a thing. Like, I cannot see, even on the little hairs, like on my nose, you can't see it. I do not have a hairy nose, but just, you know, the little fine gift. You know what I mean. Okay, and then we are on to, oh, so I have a third lip option. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Right, so we've got a Revolution lip liner and an e.l.f. lip gloss. I haven't tried either of these, but we are approaching autumn winter, so thought they would be fab. Enjoy. Oh, bless you. Okay, so the plumping gloss, I have tried e.l.f.'s plumping gloss before, but I haven't tried it in this shade, and it's this gorgeous sparkly, so it is champagne or glam champagne. And then the lip liner from Revolution is Satin Kiss lip liner in the shade Fling. Okay, so for the sake of what I'm doing today, I don't think I'm going to go for the lip liner and the lip gloss, but I'm really excited to try these, so watch out for these in an upcoming video. I am going to stick with the e.l.f. lipstick because this is one that I've been wanting to try for quite a long time. I haven't tried a lot of the e.l.f. lip products. I've tried a couple, but I've always really enjoyed them. And lip products are something which, now that, you know, we don't have to wear masks absolutely everywhere, you can kind of get back into them again, because I haven't really bothered for ages because there's been no point. So what does she say about these ones? e.l.f. lipsticks. I like a creamy wash of colour and included a neutral orange tone nectar and a more pinky tone taffy. Yeah, there we go. So we're going for, I should have just read that to find out what the shades were earlier, shouldn't I? So I'm just going to go in straight with this. So it's more pigmented than I was expecting, but to be honest, I'm not mad about that. I agree with the consistency. It's really creamy. I think that is beautiful. I really like the shade. On camera it's coming up a bit brighter than it does in person. In person it's just a very peachy nude, whereas in camera it's coming up quite orange. But this, with the good combo with the Be Beauty blush, this is a lovely combination, and I believe that is everything. Okay, first off, thank you. This is just absolutely, I mean, this is so much fun. I have a whole new makeup collection. Thank you so much for watching today, and like I said, go over to Becca's channel and check her out, because she's just the loveliest lady, and she has a whole host of different things on her channel, so there will absolutely be something that you will enjoy. And yeah, this has been a great day. I'm in such a good mood now. So have a wonderful rest of your week, guys. Have a lovely weekend after you've seen this, and I will see you guys next Friday. I promise. Last week was a break because I was on holiday, but I will see you next Friday. Have a wonderful time. I'll see you later. Bye. So, number one, love the fact it's clear packaging. This sounds so silly, but like, I have a very wonky lip product on my stand. I do apologise, it's not been like that for the entire video, probably has. Anyway, but I have a few, you know, lip products on here, and I love them. But most of them, like, you can't, like, you know, I mean, Charlotte Tilbury one, I love her. I mean, I know what she is because, you know, she's Bond Girl, because I know that. But if I had a few in a row, I'd have to check what shade it is, and like, nobody's got time for that. But if it's clear, I'm lazy, aren't I? I'm lazy. That's what we're learning.